Hi everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at solving systems of equations in 3 variables. So your goal after watching the video today should be able to conceptually understand and also be able to solve a system of equations with 3 variables and 3 separate equations. So to start us off, like we always do, grounding us in the real world, in real life, let's take a look at an example of 3 different things that we'll see with 3 different variables. So this is an example of a system. So if you've ever gone phone shopping before, you might notice 3 principal models that we have out there. So something like the iPhone, the Google Pixel, and the Samsung Galaxy. So 3 different types. And if you're at a given store, you're going to go to like Walmart, Best Buy, or Target would probably commonly have these things. And they're available for different prices as well. So the prices for these 3 things aren't always the same. The same goes with the stores though. So the store might buy it for a different price, and at the end of the day, we don't know how much they make off an iPhone versus a Pixel versus a Galaxy. So maybe, if Walmart makes more money off of an iPhone, they're happier if they sell one than if they sell a Galaxy for the same price, for example. So after watching the video today, we should be able to come back to an equation like this to put in our variables and to be able to solve. So we don't know how much each of these things cost. We know that Walmart has bought 10 iPhones, 8 Pixels, and 6 Galaxies, and they've spent on those things a total of $21,200. And after we come back, we might be able to see how much are they actually paying for an iPhone, for a Pixel, or for a Galaxy. So again, 3 variables today, and we're going to see how we solve with 3 different equations. So our variables today, our vocab word today, we're going to be talking about 3-dimensional spaces. So we'll call it a 3D space. And this means it's just a space where 3 values are required to determine position. So this is like the real world. So if I am looking at myself in the closet that I'm recording this video in Powerline Lab, and I'm trying to determine my position, I would not only need to know, how far from both walls I am, but I would also need to know how far up or down I am. So I would not only need to know like left and right direction, but I'd also need to know up and down as well as side to side. So a 3D space represented on a graph, we just introduced a new variable called z. So we have z, we have x, and then like coming out of the paper towards you, we have y. So again, in this 3-dimensional space, it takes 3 coordinates to be able to go forward and solve and determine position as well. So first, step number 1 is eliminate 1 variable. Step number 2 is now once you have a system of 2 equations, go ahead and solve. And then finally, that last step is to substitute back in to the original equation to find that 3rd value. So the extra step here is that we're doing both elimination and substitution to be able to solve, and we're doing it 3 times now instead of 2 like we did it before. So let's take a look at some examples.